Thank you everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to have a pretty easy, pretty quick Dollar Tree DIY. I was so excited to have finally found these wooden red trucks. They only had 3. I already messed up one. Well, not messed up one, but it was like my dummy one to test how I wanted to do this today. What we're going to make is a red truck countdown to Christmas calendar. First, what I'm going to do is just turn this over here. I'm going to cut this piece off here because I'm actually going to use this string later. Just put it to the side. Okay. Now, I do like that it says Merry Christmas, but it doesn't leave a whole lot of room to do what I had in my head. So what I ended up doing was using a piece of one of the Dollar Tree scarves. This is the material I decided to go with. And what I'm going to do is just kind of line it up along the edge here and just cut off at the end so we don't have so much excess material that we're working with. You don't want to cut too close to the truck because you want to be able to have some kind of wiggle room. I'm just going to cut these ends off here and over here. Okay, so that just gives us a little less excess stuff. So what we're going to do is take our Mod Podge and cover everywhere in here. We're not going to go over top of the tires. So underneath here, all over here, and just get a nice coat of Mod Podge. This one I'm using is the matted one because it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it, so I'm just going to get a nice thick layer on here. What's good about it, you can just wipe it off. It's got a clear, if you get it on somewhere like here, it's going to dry clear anyway, so you can wipe it off. It's fine. So we're just going to go over all of this. Give it nice, especially the edges. You want to make sure it has a nice coating on the edges to hold the material down. It's clumping up on me, but I think it's peeling off some of the glitter that's on the truck here. I love this truck. I hope I could find more. I went to a couple Dollar Trees and I only ever seen them in the one. I've seen them on other people's hauls and stuff like that, and I was excited when I walked in tonight and saw this one. All right, so we have a nice, just want to kind of get some of this excess off. Just going to go ahead. Probably not the best way to get it off, but that's all I have right now. My hand. Just going to wipe it off. Like I said, though, this is going to dry, well, it's going to dry clear anyway. All right, so what we're going to do next is go ahead and take the scarf material. And what I'm doing here is going to line it up across this edge. Oh, there's missing a little bit over here. And what I found best working with this, and if you have them, it's great, and the Dollar Tree sells them, it's going to be later, it's going to be these tiny little, I guess, precision scissors. So we're just going to start up here and line up along the edges of the top of the bed of the truck. You just want to make sure that's covered. And then what I did is just go and just use my fingernail, go along the edges. You're going to go around the tires so it's sticking down in all the right places, and just smooth it out. Go around the tire here, and we're just going to go in later once this dries, and we're going to go ahead and cut that off. Okay, just go ahead, do that. Make sure you're pressing down. You want to have it nice and flat. You want it to get good onto the edges so nothing peels up on you. Okay, so we're just going to give this a few minutes to let that dry. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the precision scissors. First, the thing I'm going to do is just kind of cut more of this excess off here, now that we know where we need it and where we don't need it. Just cut off a little of the excess. It might pull up a little bit on your project, but the glue is probably still a little bit wet. Just press it back down here. All right, and then I'm going to take the little precision scissors and turn this around and just kind of cut along the edges. Let the edges of the wood guide you where you need to go. Okay, we're going to cut down. And we're just going to go across the bottom of the front of the truck and then cut that all the way across. And there's the first cut piece. As long as you let the pieces of the wood guide where your scissors are going, you should get a nice clean cut. Then we're just going to go around the edge here and then up over the tires. We're going to do that on both sides. And then also, it's easier once those parts are done to go across the edge here. Okay, and then here's our finished project. Our finished cutout. You might just want to go along the edges, make sure everything's tacked down. You can still go through with your Mod Podge if you need to come up, or if they're still coming up in places. But it didn't dry completely yet. But for the most part, it's good. All right, the next thing I used is one of these. And these are a 4-piece chalkboard tag with jute cord. I'm not using the jute cord. I bought these for something completely different, but these work really, really great. And these are great if you can find one of your Dollar Trees that have the crafter square. So what I'm going to do next is just kind of center this. And I'm just going to hot glue it down. Just a little bit there. Okay. Try to find the center the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to press that down, let it cool. And then what I'm going to do next is actually take the piece of jute that held on the tag and just make a bow. And then we're going to put it in the center where this hole is to cover up that hole. I know people have tricks and stuff to make nice, cute little bows. I'm not sure what they are, so I'm just doing my best here. Okay. I'm just going to cut off the edge here to kind of even it out. Then I'm just going to put some hot glue right in the center of the hole. And just glue that down on there. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And this is a little chalkboard, so you can change the number every day for your countdown. Now what I'm going to do, and there's different options you can use. I did see in the Crafter's Square that they do sell rub-on letters. That's a really cute idea too. But what I'm going to do is just write across this part, count, days until Christmas. You can write countdown until Christmas. I'm going to do days. And marker, just a Sharpie marker, which you can get at the Dollar Tree. Try to do it my best. Printing, I don't have the greatest print. I have really nice penmanship, just not printing. Then I'm just going to go in and put little dabs on them, kind of, I don't know, give it some kind of cuteness to it, I guess. This is like my go-to print when I'm making things. I think it looks cute. And what I'm going to do after I get done doing this part, I'm going to go over top of the whole top here with some Mod Podge. It gives a little bit of a shine to the words. We'll just do a little bit of that. Again, this is the matte one. You can use the glossy finish if you want to for this. I'm just going to do a light coat of it. And that'll just kind of give a little protection against fading, I guess, with the marker. Alright, so that'll dry. Alright, so we're going to give that a couple minutes to dry. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is flip your project over. We're going to put some pegs on so we can make it standing. I used 2 of these tumbling tower game pieces, which I never see in the store. I see a lot of people use them in their projects, so I was excited to find these today. I tried putting them on a couple different ways. The best way that I found is going to hold them on. So we're actually going to put a marking a little bit above where the edge is here, and then we're going to put them on here long ways. I tried putting them on the bottom. It still was like top heavy and would fall forward. So we're just going to go ahead and put some glue about here. Right about there. And then the same thing on the other side. And about there. I'll give that a few seconds to dry. And here is our finished project. I think it turned out absolutely adorable. There's some of the fabric trees I made in a earlier DIY that I'll link in the description below. I hope that you enjoyed this DIY. I hope you found that easy. It doesn't take very much time at all. So please, if you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of ideas coming up, and I appreciate all the support that I've gotten. Have a great day.